Let's talk about sustainability and ESG investments here at the Fund Congress in Mannheim. Welcome to Andrea Boggio, Senior Business Advisor of Mediolanum International Funds. Welcome. Why do you think, Andrea, that a serious approach in ESG investments is a priority?
Well, let's think about just 10-15 years ago. Impact investing was nearly non-existent, and ESG investing was a really niche, very tiny theme in general. Fast forward to today, that has become the necessary answer to very big problems in the world. So that's the answer for people, for the environment, and definitely for our planet. So from this perspective, it is really important to integrate sustainability principles. And that is why sustainability is one of the core beliefs and the pillars of Mediolanum culture too. So that has become a sort of a must nowadays.
Can ESG investments be interesting also from a performance point of view, Andrea?
That's a very interesting point. So the answer is definitely yes, but I see it in two different ways. The first is that we need to consider that, let's say, the goals that the governments have set in terms of sustainability are really ambitious. We are talking about really huge amounts that will be spent by governments by 2030, 2040 and 2050, and we are talking about thousand billions of dollars that will flow into the market. So from this perspective, if you identify the right trends and the right sectors where to invest, that will be really profitable. That's one way to look at that in terms of performance. The other way around, if you think about who invests, the companies that invest in a sustainable way, they are typically more protected in terms of resilience and in terms of, for example, reputational risk and operational risks. So this is why typically in the medium to long term, those companies perform in a better way. So our goal is to identify the better ones.
What makes the Mediolanum approach to ESG different, Andrea?
I would say it's a multi-manager approach. So since more than 25 years, Mediolanum has developed a very strong team and a very strong methodology to select the best partners, so the best companies that are delegated to run Mediolanum's funds. Sometimes they are small boutiques, very specialized in certain sectors, in certain geographies or asset classes, but sometimes are very big, well-known companies. And that applies as well to the ESG funds. So we delegate to those managers our funds in order to find the best strategies possible.
Final question, Andrea. Can you mention some strategies that you launched by the knowledge of delegated managers?
Yeah, one good example could be the Mediolanum Best Brand Global Impact. That is a fund which invests into the certain of the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And that fund is delegated, for example, 60% to the global leader BlackRock and 40% to a UK specialized manager named Bailey Gifford. Another good example could be the Mediolanum Best Brands Energy Transition Fund, which invests in themes like the energy transition and decarbonization of the world and the power efficiency and so on. And that fund is delegated 40% to a small boutique named KBG, 40% to Schroders, and another 20% to the Swiss manager Pictet.
ESG at a main topic at the Fund Congress here in Mannheim. Thank you so much, Andrea, for the interview.
And thank you very much, Andreas, to you too.